Houston. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they're going to...
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's the local Texas product, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. J.J. Watt that time able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
You used to have the coaches tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Rolling to his right. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. On for the extra point try, Andrew Mevis. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score, Chargers 7, Texans nothing.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. On 1st and 10, Winston. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Off the play fake, Winston. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. The Texans are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel...
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Now Mevis for the PAT. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
they'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Once more, here's Eckler. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Ready.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Easy. White. Ready.
First down, Winston. It's complete to Diggs. They find some open field here. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Chargers 14, Texans nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On play action, Winston. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Eckler, they run left side. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Chargers 7-yard line.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Jameis to throw it. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Touchdown, Texans. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now Wilson on second down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He was brought down by an 8-yard pickup. First down, Los Angeles.
Now Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Not much. Any of
especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now Wilson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Wilson throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him, unable to bring him to the ground. Alexander Johnson, the one to drop him.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaughan.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
looking to throw on second down. Winston, and he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. Winston now to throw on 1st down. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Jameis now on 1st down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And a short pickup to about the 25.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Good route, good pickup for a first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Again, Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And the Texans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Winston. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, Winston. This one caught by Kittle. A huge play there for Houston. And even 60 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Again, it's Winston. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DJ Wadham got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Wilson. will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And the Texans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad run.
A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes down in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 84 yards on the ground here for Dobbins, and a 1st down coming up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the save.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Cameron Curl. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down to the 40-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And now off to the races down the right side. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Winston. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Winston here to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Here's Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Won't be enough, but here's a final chance at the extra point. The kick up and good, but they remain a field goal short as they wind up dropping this one by 3. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. Still, all for naught work.
Yeah, I'd
When the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Houston, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
I just scraped it off the top.